Have you ever wondered why animals out in the wild can't just seem to get along? Like, there's always some sort of food chain going on that involves a lot of death. Like, the melon gets eaten by the rabbit, gets eaten by the penguin. Like, you know what I mean? It just seems to happen all the time.
Okay, maybe not that one, but you get the idea.
And for some reason, these animals just can't seem to get along in any way at all. So today, I have decided to finally fix that. And no, this isn't actually by, like, some practical good methods where this would, like, actually work and make animals accept one another. No, we are just going to trap them all on a single pixel of sand for 1,000 years and basically just see what happens. Yeah, I know that's kind of cruel, but luckily it's a video game, so you guys can't do anything about it. Haha. So if you look in the middle of the map here, it'll look like I dropped a lot of sprinkles, but they're not actually sprinkles. They are a circle of animals here. As a matter of fact, every single animal in the game. As if we look at the creatures tab here, you'll see that every single icon is lit up. And if you were ever wondering how many of them there were, 103 of them total. And they are all currently surrounding the single tile, but since they quite literally, you know, have nowhere else to go, as soon as I click unpause, they will all swim here. But of course, I need to mention that for this challenge, we will have almost every single world law enabled that is useful. However, we will be turning off new animals spawning into the world, turning off old age and hunger, and also turning on peaceful monsters. Otherwise, this video would be over very quickly and they would all just murder one another. So without further ado, we are going to click unpause and they all begin swimming randomly. Oh god, oh no, this isn't good. Wait, hold up. So apparently one tile is actually too small for them to swim on, so we're gonna have to make it slightly bigger, but it's not clickbait because I didn't know what's going on. That's how that works apparently. So we're gonna make it slightly bigger, but I'm still not sure if all of them are gonna be able to fit on here. So it's really gonna be first come, first serve. So let's click unpause again. It looks like most of them get on, but a few stragglers are going to still be swimming and probably go out and drown. It appears so far we have already lost 20 creatures,
But I think we've really only lost about 10.
especially because I had a few test experiments here with 10 deaths by divine intervention. But that's just because when I was spawning in the creatures, when I spawned in the crablins and they made like their spawn in sound, I swear to god it sounded exactly like it was saying my name. Like, it was so interesting. Just listen to this. Tell me it doesn't sound like he's saying my name.
Jackal.
You hear that? That sounds exactly like my name. But anyway, what am I doing? Oh yeah, trapping everybody on an island over here. It's kind of like Noah's Ark, if Noah forgot a few. But as we can see, all of their traits are already intermingling. We can see snow and even ice spawning in, and the island is slowly getting eaten. Oh god, this isn't good at all, is it? But we have a long way to go here, so we are going to time-lapse. But I do need to remind you guys that even if this island is slowly getting eaten and taken away, there will be more chances for land in the future. Because like usual in these videos, I have natural disasters, which includes earthquakes enabled, which will be able to slowly happen and develop brand new land for these guys to use. So everything will probably be okay, I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna leave these guys be and simulate to we're a quarter of the way through the challenge, all the way to year 250, and I'll see you guys then. And here we are at year 250, and what you're going to immediately notice is that our island is gone. It's probably not the best thing we want to see here, considering an earthquake completely went in the middle and smacked it. I guess there's still a little bit of room here, but it looks like the only people we have left are a plague doctor and a fairy. But now because of that split, our creatures have pretty much near equally split up between this left island that has appeared and this one over here on the right too. And you'll also notice that the overall population has actually gone up because I guess some of these creatures are asexual and can have kids on their own. So I'm interested in seeing who's still running around here, but also who is dead. Oh god, this other island is filled with pollution. So I'm assuming the slimes are still alive because I think they're the only ones who can do this. Oh, they're actually not. The acid blobs are dead. However, the acid gentlemen are still alive though, so maybe it was them. But actually looking down here at the creatures, a ton of creatures have already perished. Out of the original 4 sapient ones, only the elves have been eliminated, but out of our normal animal creatures, I believe every single one of them is gone. Pretty much all of the creatures that are involved in fire are gone, like the demons, the fire elementals, and the fire skulls. But luckily, most of our sapient creatures still appear to be alive, and somehow some even worse creatures over here are still alive, like bees, butterflies, grasshoppers, and ants. But obviously at this point, there's no kingdoms or villages or anything that have formed. But if they do form, I happen to have the modern box mod installed from a previous video still. So if a kingdom is somehow formed at some point in this video, things could get very interesting very fast. But as for now, that is pretty much all that is going on here, I would say. One thing you may have noticed is I did actually interfere a tiny bit during that time lapse to change the calendar all the way to the Age of Hope, because to be honest, I kind of just forgot about it. So I say for right now, we throw in 4 Age of Chaoses, which will pretty much just mean natural disasters like earthquakes are more common to happen. And we're gonna roll with that to see if anything else can happen to our world here, and see what creatures are still alive in the next 250 years, which will be halfway to our goal at year 500. And here we are at year 500 during the Age of Chaos, and we see that a couple new islands have popped up along with an entire kingdom, and I think this is the earliest that a kingdom has popped up in one of these videos, which is actually kind of crazy to me considering this is a normal sized island. Like, I didn't even know they had enough room to make kingdoms here, but apparently they do. And this kingdom is dominated by the Loliar, like, flower lady people species, who have actually seemed to have almost completely taken over the world. As look at our population now combined between mobs and sapient people, it's like almost near 800. But looking into this kingdom, it looks extremely advanced to me, including grass. It kind of looks different, but I believe that is just the completely normal grass biome here, which I suppose may come from a religion, or maybe these guys naturally have that trait. I'm not quite sure. But also, as soon as this new earthquake island popped up here in the top right, they immediately colonized that as well. And there's also a bunch of evil mages here. And if we look on the south island, they're also overrunning there too. Oh god, I think we have an epidemic of evil. But if we zoom into this island here, speaking of epidemic, that is hundreds of Loliars who have reproduced, spreading everywhere. Oh god, this isn't good. See, this is what happens to populations who can reproduce really quickly when you turn off hunger and old age. They just get out of hand. As you can see, the Loliars actually officially reproduce by leaving behind a sapling that grows and eventually uproots. That's actually kind of cool and sweet. The only thing not cool and sweet about that is how many of them there are. But at least they already have a kingdom. But let's see who's left, because right now I'm only seeing mages and flower people. The humans are now dead, but orcs and dwarfs still remain somewhere. A lot of the sapient guys are still alive, but a handful of them, like the chickens, the sheep, and even the wolves have unfortunately disappeared. But at least we still have my penguins right here, which is who I'm cheering for no obvious reason. And somehow butterflies are still alive, huh? But if I click on this flower kingdom right here and scroll down, yeah, look at that. We can see all the different subspecies that make up this kingdom, which is naturally mostly flower people. But then we have a lot of the other sapient creatures too who have taken up homes. So, you know, I would say it's pretty good that we at least got a species to make a kingdom who's actually naturally nice. But with that said, the only thing I'm going to change for this next time lapse is just replace the other 4 Age of Hope with the Age of Wonders. So that is just an infinite cycle of life and death pretty much. And we're going to keep the simulation up. So I will see you guys in 250 years at year 750. And here we are at year 750. Honestly, not a lot has changed. The world seems to have mostly stabilized. The population's around the same. There's still only one kingdom, but there's still a few more islands and trenches around the map. I didn't even show this last time, but there's still just the same plague doctor and fairy on our original starting island this entire time. The kingdom of Flil has gotten even bigger and now has modern buildings. Wow, this looks absolutely crazy. But like I mentioned, that is because the modern box mod is installed. But to be fair, I did turn off the production of most of the things in the mods like guns and vehicles, but I accidentally left drugs on. That's probably not good. Yeah, sorry, I apologize to the 3-year-old garlic man who is now addicted to morphine. Yeah, that one's on me, dude. And also, he has 0% happiness too. Oh god. Oh my, I'm really sorry. I actually genuinely feel bad about this. But unfortunately, I'm not allowed to intervene, so yeah, on your own, best of luck to you. Yep, let's just ignore him for now. But if we look back into the subspecies breakdown of the Kingdom of Flo, holy crap, everyone's dead. Now the speciation is actually between mostly garlic people and the Loliar people, but everyone else is gone. What happened to them? If we look at the creatures, holy crap, most of them are dead. Evil mages are still persistent. I mean, there's still stuff here and there, but there are almost no more sapient creatures. Crabs are still alive, and hey, penguins are still alive too. That's pretty good. Along with a couple of others, and that damn butterfly is still there somewhere. Oh yeah, and also we can't forget about the Loliar's other village up here, which looks absolutely epic, including, is that a flower-based aircraft carrier? I did not realize the modern box mod went that much in depth, but that is absolutely crazy, I can't lie. But at this point, there's nothing else to do but wait for the last 250 years to see which creatures are still alive. So I will see you guys at year 1000. And here we are at year 1000, and our world has grown even more. Another kingdom has popped up here on the bottom with nice grass and advanced buildings. There's over 1,000 sapient creatures alive. Unfortunately, I believe that our middle island actually got struck by a meteor at some point. Yeah, they're dead now. Obviously, more islands showed up and such, including a cool island right here that has almost connected these other two flow islands right here. And this island over here is still just complete hell. But I guess at this point, we just need to check who are the final species left alive. No more original species. It's pretty much more of the same. My penguin did make it all the way. Same with the crab too, but I suppose he's used to environments like this. And even that butterfly too. But the world is now obviously overrun with the Loliars, who are the flower people, and garlic for some reason. I still can't fully understand it. I guess apparently those would be the two things that are most likely to pop up if all the animals were placed onto an island at once. But I guess moral of the story pretty much is don't do animal cruelty. Otherwise, you're gonna get garlic people like this man addicted to morphine. Yep, what a heartwarming message. But anyway, if you're still watching at this point, clearly I did something to entertain you, so I'd appreciate it if you would click like and subscribe, and also join my Discord too. It's pretty chill in there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Farewell.